Now, on the topic of large enlargement, you've said, previously it's been going on for 20 years. There's been very little progress during that time, in particular in the Western Balkans. And I read an op-ed of yours where you said that this was due to national politics. But do you not think the EU is also, I would argue the EU is sort of mainly to blame for this stagnation?
I could argue that too. I mean, it's always the question which type of argument you are taking. It's definitely a question from both sides. I mean, for me, the enlargement as a principle, especially in the direction of the Western Balkans, especially in this direction, is important just when you look at a map. And you see that there's a part of Europe, which is an integral part of Europe, which is already surrounded by the European Union, of different European Union countries, and still is like of a white spot on the map. That really does not make any sense. So It is very important to bring these countries on board and really work on that. Of course, there is resistance against it. There is resistance from, let's say, certain radical groups, right-wing groups, anti-immigration groups, God knows what, that are kind of fighting any type of enlargement. But the question that we have to ask ourselves really is, what is the most important aspect of the European Union? For me, it is very important to see that it is not necessarily the economic dimension, because everybody puts the economic dimension first. But for me, it's a security dimension, which actually has to come first. Because if we don't have stability and security in the framework of the European Union, the best economy does not really help. So we have to put this onto the forefront and say the more we integrate that part of Europe that is not yet part of the European Union, the safer, the more stable all of Europe will become, and the stronger is the voice with which we can actually speak. So I think this question of enlargement is of an enormous importance to us.